So Super Sunday, the first match from ground number 2. Both the captains with us. So is the match official. Ready for the coin toss.
What's the call? Against 8 with the toss.
So good luck to both the teams. That's the news from the centre. Argus partners have won the toss and they've decided to bat first.
And as the day progresses, we've seen that the pitch tends to get lower and slower as well. Almost a wicket. I think just dropping on the fielder there, the ball. So first runs of the bat, Jitu off the mark with that single. That brings Kunal back on strike. So Mayank has started runs of the bat, Jitu off the mark with that single. That brings Kunal back on strike. So Mayank has started well. Also in the morning initially because of the moisture, bowlers tend to left arm bowlers. Always exciting to watch, and width on offer for the batsman. He works it away, taking full toll. And that's straight away into the quarterfinals. Not quite off the middle of the bat. Will get a single though. So even yesterday. So Mayank will continue. Jersey number 7, Mayank. That's a good shot. Stylish looking stroke. Just clips it off his pads. And he's timed it well enough. That will run away for a boundary. Well for him is more often than not. Hasn't made any connection. Short of a length again. That's nicely glided away. That's towards deep backward square leg. That might run away for yet another boundary. Jersey number 7 running in. Goes big. Hasn't timed it well enough because there was a fielder standing at long on. It's a good thing that he didn't time it quite well because otherwise. One is standing at a point, one is at extra cover. That's a huge shot, could be close, it is close. And it's the bowler who suffers more often than not. You've got to adjust your lines accordingly. Misfield, and that might run away for another boundary. It does. Left hand, right hand combination. Vivek running in. That's a big shot, but is it straight to the man? Just over him. He gets a hand to it. They'll come back for the second. Excellent running between the wickets. Had just enough to go over Ankit's head. It was a good effort though. Once again swings hard. That's been rubbed on the fort to lose another wicket here. That would be disastrous. Vivek running in. Slower through the air. He's cleaned him up. Jersey number 7 into the attack. Ankit is the man facing him. He's coming around the wicket to Ankit. That's a cracking stroke. He knew where exactly the... Jersey number 7 into the attack. Ankit is the man facing him. He's coming around the wicket to Ankit. That's a cracking stroke. He knew where exactly the gap was. There was no protection. Ankit is out there. He's batting on 6. Abhinav has just walked out. He's yet to get off the mark. He's just faced 2 deliveries though. Short enough. And that's where you've got to be careful against this southpaw. But now he's leaking runs all of a sudden. Abhinav just pushes it straight to the field at covers. And we keep talking about the overnight moisture on the surface, but if you come early enough, you can see the ground stuff Also clearing the over delivery of the 7th over coming up. In the end, turns out to be a good one for the batting team. Ankit, the man on strike, clips it off his legs. That might be another boundary. It is another boundary. Back-to-back boundary. Start of a fresh over. And that's been put away for 4. Once again, starts a fresh new over with a boundary. So final delivery of the over coming up. Once again, plays that very late deft touch. Almost off the wicket. And Ankit plays a lovely stroke to start off proceed. Very well played through the extra cover region. Goes again. This time even better through covers. 4 more. It goes big. That is a monstrous hit. A maximum. The first one of this innings. And what a good hit as well. Swings his bat hard. Ankit moves to 45. Oh, that's a good shout, and the umpire raises his finger against the run of play. Excellent comeback by Ankit. Oh, that's a good shout, and the umpire raises his finger against the run of play. Excellent comeback by Ankit. Stayed low. Now he will be looking to shift gears. He will be looking to play the role of the aggressor. But he's a crafter and he can play classical shots like that. He's sensible and brings up the 100 as well. The run rate is looking good. It's a healthy run rate. 8.16. Thickish outside edge. That might run away for a boundary. It does. Feeling the pressure. August partners, they've lost wickets, but the set batsmen have done well whenever a wicket has fallen. They've never allowed the new man to feel the pressure. This is not the right time to do this because this is a knockout game. I'm not too sure why Vivek isn't brought back into the attack. Is that a wicket? Yes. Ravi picking up a wicket. Great. Good to watch. Always a treat to watch is Vivek as a cricketer. Good with the bat, good with the ball. That's a classical shot by Abhinav. Just leans into it. What a shot that was. And the timing as well. Everything perfect about that shot. This time looks to guide it away towards the onside, but the umpire has raised his finger. He was hit on the pads and... Another full toss, almost pulls up. Almost. So Mrinal is the man on strike. Ravi will continue. Pulled an exceptional first over. And once again, that's been put down. Trying to do. Low full toss, swings it away towards the onside, towards the deep mid-wicket region. We'll wait for the umpires. So Vivek will continue. Starts off with a dot. Swing and a miss once. So Ankit Tyagi is back into the attack to bowl his final over. And straight away Abhishek looks to use his feet. That's a good shot. He had rotated his arms. He's batting on 11 at the moment. Looks to make room. Hits it big. That's a long one. That has gone a mile. Steaming in. He's pulled well. What happened there? That was Kitty. The batsman, I think, backed out of the stroke at the very last moment. Could be a run out here. Is it? Yes, it is. Abhishek couldn't make it back. The openers out there. Palash has got the new ball in his hands. He will be steaming in. The field is set. The umpire will signal the start of play. Palash steaming in. First delivery right on the money. Straight up. They bat deep. Just like their bowling, they have got a lot of options as far as the bowling is concerned. And Jaitley and Bakhshi, they can bat deep. That's nicely done. Smartly played. Works it away towards third man. Just using the pace of the bowler. That Palash is running in. Oh, he was flirting with that one. So the required run rate is not out of control at the moment. You know, it's very gettable, this target. Once again, tries to play that dab towards third man, almost falling. Generally very tidy with their fielding. So two fielders outside the circle. One is standing near the third man boundary and he's cleaned him up. He was looking to swipe it away towards that game. But in the closing stages, after the 16th over, Vivek just held himself, and that's a boundary. That's good use. He's missed more often than not, but he won't mind that because he knows that eventually he will get one off the middle of the bat and he will get the placement right as well. Just like that, just on cue, he plays one, bisecting to around the wicket to the left-hander. That's Skyer. Three fielders getting underneath that one and none. In fact, Ankit calling and he takes a catch. That is a fine catch. Vivek can't believe it. A delivery of what has been a fine over this. Absolutely brilliant this over. Takes it on the full. He works it in the gap. That just spoils the over for Ankit. But still a wicket coming off it. A bound. So Palash will continue. Palash into his third. That's a good stroke. But that's straight to the fielder as well. Big pressure. And straight away he goes for his shot. Had some confidence. In grand fashion with a boundary. Palash to continue. Jaitley and Bakhshi in a lot of trouble. They need a partnership. And they need one desperately. And he's cleaned him up. What a comeback this is by the bowler. Has got the ball in his hands. He's high in confidence. He's picked up 2 wickets already. Is that a wicket? Is that a wicket? Right call by the umpire. But what an over this is turning out to be. 2 wickets already off it. A boundary, a wide. That's a cracking shot. But exceptional fielding as well. Abhinav is the man. Puts in the dive. Palash has got in his mind. He knows what he's going to be dished out. And no, he bowls it fuller. He bowls it straight. How? It's been a fine over by Abhishek. He's had a great day in the office. Came out good with the bat. Now getting the job done with the ball in his hands. An appeal. Sun beats down on this surface. We'll get to see the ball keeping really low. Gets a leading edge and what a catch! Abhishek ready to come in. 78 deliveries remain. It's a big ask. It's a huge ask. The run rate almost Almost about 9. Oh, that was a tough chance. That was a tough chance. The umpire having a word with the fielders. All good to go now. The question has been asked. But this has been a good over. Just 3 runs have come off this one so far. This time he makes connection. Way over the fielder's head. A couple of bounces in. Siddhant is the man on strike. He's been out there since ball 1. Siddhant has seen a lot of happen around him. That's a good stroke. Moves to 20 with that boundary. 50 up. After the drinks interval, that team, all these 11 players, they give it their all at all times. Grabbed on the pass, this is close, and yes, the umpire has raised his finger. So Abhinav will continue. Abhinav bowled a very good first over, gave away just 1 run, and he's picked up a wicket straight away. Was all. So the new man walks out. He's facing his first delivery. He goes big straight away. .92 required. 3 wickets in hand. 51 deliveries remain. Once again looks to cut it away. But having said that, never say never in a sport, especially cricket. Jersey number 8 to continue. Is that sure enough? That was close. Final over. What a fine spell this has been. Thickish outside edge. Gets lucky there. The batsman will get a boundary. Not quite where he intended to hit it. Will get a boundary nevertheless. So here we go. Final delivery of the over coming up. And he's cleaned him up. Quicker turning in. The batsman once again looking to make room. That one's 79 required. This is the 14th over of the innings. Just 2 wickets remain. And once again, another batsman off. So Argus partners introducing another bowler into the attack. That's a good shot. That's a cracking shot. In fact, 11. In fact, that was his second boundary. Got off the mark with a 4. It's nicely played. It looked good the moment it left the bat. Inside edge onto the pads and hit the stumps after it takes that thickish inside edge. More often than not, you're safe. Looks to go for the pull. Slight confusion, but in the end they make it their 3-figure mark. Manish moves to 11. Abhinav's final over of the spell has been a very good spell. That's hit well. That's hit really well. Hits it straight down the ground. And now 56 required now. Jaitley and Bakhshi, they're 97 for 8. They're just approaching the 3-figure mark. That's a very good shot. He's picking up very quickly onto the length. And they're still in the game. That is the beauty of this game. Jaitley and Bakhshi, their never give up attitude. Vinay batting on 17 of just 14 deliveries. Thickish outside edge. Once again, that will run away. There was a slip in place. And no protection. Jaitley and Bakhshi at the moment 107 for 8. Now Manish at the other end. He's got to go for it. He does. It's upish. That's aerial. So final delivery of the over coming up. The required run rate just a shade below 14. Final delivery of the 17th over. Goes big again. That's a massive hit. Final over of Palash. Bangs it in short. Wasn't in total control of that one. Will it fall safe? I guess it will. It does. 3 fielders getting around it. And phew, this has been some partnership. They were down and out. They had lost 8 wickets. It was tearing down the barrel. I think some 80 runs or so were required, and he's cleaned him up. Final delivery of the over coming up. Ankit steaming in. That's a good shot. That's a cracking shot. What a way to finish the over. Terrible. Manish has batted well. The bowler will be feeling the pressure. That's gone high. Long on. Will he get to it? It does, but it's dropped. Long on and no chance of a run. That is a dot delivery. Good stuff this. Good bowling. Manish is still out there. Swing and a miss.
So thank you so much to both the teams who've joined us for the presentation ceremony. We're also joined by our match official. We got our first quarterfinals from round number 2. It's RS Partners who are our first quarterfinalists, and unfortunately, Jaitley and Bakhshi, Jaitley and Bakhshi, they bow out of this tournament. We'll be giving away 2 important awards. First one is fighter of the match, who is Manish Bhatt for his honor.
Very well, very well. Very well.
And now the big award, Ankit Guha.
Captain! Captain! Well deserved.